Natalie, hey. It's been about a year now since you and I have last talked. Have you been doing pretty good? So what is it you want with me this time? And just like I had remembered, there is no form of friendliness to you at all. Your cute little sister is finally getting back in touch with you, and you're going to treat me with that cold attitude? That's the reason why your family doesn't love you, and you've turned into a sad and disappointing woman. Right? Are you even aware of that? What do you want with me? Well, about that. Well, I'm going to be having my wedding here really soon. I plan to throw the largest wedding ever, so I would like for you to be there as well. I know that I've always had my own things going on, keeping me from ever going to any of the family events and such. But it would be crazy of everyone not to show up at my wedding, especially when I'm your little sister, right? Huh? I have no reason to be going to your wedding. What? I'm not going. There you go. There's my answer to you. What? Wait just a second. What the heck, Natalie? You can't seriously be that crazy, right? I've always been the cute and nice one in the house. How could you ever say something like that to me? And do you have any idea who I've always been to you, Kay? Someone who didn't get the same treatments and privileges as you. Oh, stop talking about all of that stuff. The reason you were never treated the same as me is because you've always been such a slouch. Mom and Dad feel the same way as I do about you. Huh? There were times you would take my lunches and dinners away from me. And there were times you'd take my things from school, like textbooks and my homework, and throw them in the trash. And at certain times, you'd even take things as far as ripping up my clothes and burning all my underwear. All of that led to me becoming a slouch, a Grinch, even when I was around all of you. And that was all because you have such an ugly personality. You really have the worst personality imaginable. And listen, the only way you are ever going to get any sort of treatment from anyone is by fixing that rotten attitude you always have. That's the only thing you can do because there's nothing else about you that's attractive. I mean, take your face, for example. It's ugly. I'm the one who's already married and making a decent living. So please don't comment about me like that until you're on my same level. What? Someone like you actually had the chance to get married? You really have that much hate for me that you didn't even think I could find a partner to marry? I hate having to listen to you always making comments like that. You're never able to do anything ever, yet you got married? That would shock anyone, not just me. But that's great to hear. I was worried about you for a bit since you're so stupid and all. I'm not going to say anything about that, actually. I was always failing my tests and everything, even though I was trying to study so much. Which led to me stabbing both Mom and Dad's hopes for me in the back. Aw, how wonderful. At least you're aware of how brainless you are. Luckily, after you were finished with, someone like myself came along and aced all her exams, as well as passed all the top classes in her school. No wonder Mom and Dad love me so much more than you. Anyway, since you have yourself a husband, I want for the both of you to come out to my wedding. I'll make sure to send you guys an invitation as well. I have no clue what nerve you have that allows you to invite me to that wedding. I've already told you I'm not going as well. You are a liar, Natalie. Why have you not come out to see me in my wedding? Because of you, there was an open seat left in my family's section, and you've gone and embarrassed me in front of everyone there. You're an ass, a total jerk. You've gone and completely ruined what was supposed to be my perfect day. Give me my day back. Look, Kay, I already told you before that I would not be coming. Twice, actually. You told me you were coming, and that's why I sent you the invitation. It's not like you even have another little sister whose wedding you can go see, so now you're just being an idiot by skipping out on mine like that. I don't think of you as my older sister anymore now and will be cutting ties to you. Well, that's because I've never had a little sister. What? Because I've never thought of you as one to me. I was planning on cutting ties to you long ago, but forgot to block your phone number. There has never been a little sister in my family, and it's going to stay that way now since you are cutting ties to me finally. What the hell? You're a bitch. How dare you say things like that about me?
Natalie, are you doing all right? You looked really upset just a second ago. Then you just left the house to go outside.
I'm sorry, Martin. I'm just a little pissed off at the moment. Something annoying came up again, and so I wanted to take a moment to cool my head outside in the yard. Actually, I'm going to head to the convenience store down the street for a bit. Anything you want from there? I can grab you a drink or a snack if you're a little hungry.
I guess you can grab me an ice cream or something cold. But anyway, what got you all upset like that? I've never seen you have a face as red as that before.
Actually...
Are you kidding me right now? What was she thinking trying to invite you to her wedding? And now she's acting like she's the victim and everything, and that you owe her an apology or something, after all the crap she'd done to you.
I don't know what to say about all of this now. I didn't think things would come to this with her. It's been a long time since I felt this jittery with rage and anxiety at the same time.
I'm surprised you didn't take things further with her then, being that upset. That's very mature of you. How about we have a few drinks today, and then that might help you settle down a bit.
That sounds great. Will you drink as much as me this time?
Of course I will. It's my job as your husband to make sure you don't get too carried away, unless I stay at the same pace as you.
I'll make sure to pick up a couple of drinks while I'm here then. I'll even get us a pint of whiskey to help settle me down more quickly.
Perfect, and thank you. I'll make something up for us to eat along with those drinks then. And, I'm sure by saying something like this, you'll get a little heated with me. But I am thankful for what your little sister has done.
What?
Well, it's because of what your little sister did I was given the chance to meet with you, right? So even though it may be hard to do this, you should be at least a little bit thankful for what she'd done. Well, I was thankful for her at least. However, now, after what she had done this time, I'm not so sure I can say I appreciate her anymore. Also, it doesn't seem like she learned a single thing after all she had done before.
To that girl? No, to that whole family. They know nothing about learning their lessons or anything, so don't even try to hope for anything from them.
I guess that is true. I may have been thankful, but I'm well aware now that your sister won't change. If she keeps on acting like that, then we're going to have to warn her. So please, next time you have to deal with her, let me know and I will help you out.
Thank you, Martin.
Please don't forget that you are no longer on your own in this world. You have me now, right by your side.
It's all because of you that there were empty seats next to Mom and Dad, and you embarrassed me. You really are the worst. Even my husband says you're the worst. He never knew that you had such a self-centered attitude about everything. He also said your character is the worst and that you are ugly. There is nothing about you that's worthwhile to anyone here. But I'm not the devil. So I'll give you a chance to receive my forgiveness by giving me $1,000 right now and nothing less. Huh? What makes you think that I'd have to pay you anything like that? I don't have that kind of money in my bank account, and no, I don't mean that I'm poor. I just mean I don't have any money that can be handed over to a brainless woman like you. I made sure to ask you for only $1,000, and yet you can't pay me that? You can say you're not poor all you want, but I know deep down you really are without any money. Look, Kay. And what about your husband then? I'm sure since he chose to get married to a useless woman who is both ugly on the inside and outside, he has to be just as brain dead as you. But can't he at least give me $1,000? I was originally going to ask you to pay for my whole wedding, but I'm playing nice and only asking for $1,000. So hurry up and give me that money. Kate, what the hell did you just say? Huh? I'm not playing your dang games anymore, Kay. Did you just say what I thought you said? Were you just making fun of my husband as well? What? Making fun of him? I never said that I was making fun of him. Are you really that immature where you get upset when someone tells you the truth? Grow up already, Natalie. I'm younger than you, and even I know not to get all angry about the truth. Not only have you been making fun of me, but now you're making those terrible comments about my husband. I'm not going to allow that anymore. I am an idiot for thinking there was even an ounce of you that had changed. But since it seems you still can't understand anything you're doing and anything I say to you, I'm going to have to get serious here. Jeez, I don't care to listen to you whine about me. Just hurry up and pay me already. Right now. What the hell, Kate? What do you think you're doing? What? What do I think I'm doing about what? While I was out of the house, you were calling the house phone over and over again. And when my husband finally picked up, you started to pressure him for money? What the hell have you said to my husband? Leave him out of all this. I had to do all of that because you weren't sending me any money. That's what you get for bullying me now. Not only have you gone and ruined my very special day for everyone, but now you're trying to avoid paying that settlement I'm asking for. I have no reason to pay you a frickin' penny, Kay. It's frickin' childish of you to still be bullying me all these years later just because I went and stole your fiancé from you. Natalie, you're my older sister, right? You must be pretty messed up in the head if you're not able to laugh off all the funny things your little sister does. Huh? Who the hell would invite the very same person whose fiancé you stole to your wedding with that man? I would. Because I wanted you there to celebrate me as my older sister. Also, I only said things that were true about your husband when I was on the phone with him today. You're the one with an ugly character. And even though you shouldn't even be able to get married, you found yourself a partner and yet still hid things from him about me. You've committed a scam by marrying him without telling him the truth. You're a criminal now. I feel so bad for your husband now that he had to hear the truth from me. I'm sure he's just as much of an idiot as you are, but to be lied to like that and led into a scam marriage, I feel bad for him. Kay, you cut all of that out right now. And you're the one calling me childish after my fiancé was taken by you? I'm sure you have no idea how that must have felt for me back when you did that. All the pain and misery I had to live through? Why are you getting all angry again? Because you keep on pissing me the hell off. I have been so upset with you these past few years now that I don't ever think there will be a time where I'm not hating your existence. I was going out with your husband all throughout college, and we even had planned to get married. You were even invited to our wedding, Kay. But you were able to do what you wanted when you wanted with the help of those two ignorant parents. And in the end, you went and slept with my fiancé and later took him from me. I've been living a life of hell ever since then, although I never care to share any of it with anyone. What? You're all upset because of something like that? Huh? Listen, Natalie, once everyone had found out I'd been sleeping with your fiancé and we had that family meeting, I said what I wanted to. It was mean of you to date someone as cool as him and not let me take him instead. And I knew that I was meant for him, which is what I told you, yet you still said no. That's why I had to steal him from you. And that's why Mom and Dad both said for you to give him to me and go find someone else. In other words, it's your fault for not being good enough for him back then. And not a single person is blaming me for taking him. Yet you went and held on to all your hate all this time and used that to get in the way of my wedding to him. You are nothing more than a monster now. I hope nobody ever calls you human ever again. Ugh. I see, Kay. I see. So in your mind, you haven't done anything wrong all this time? And that's why even now, years after what you did to me then, you still haven't said any form of an apology. I have nothing to apologize about, so why would I? Anyway, pay me that money. If you don't, I'm going to keep raising the amount of money I want from you. I will not let you get away unpunished after what you did to me and my wedding. You will not be able to run from me now. You're the one who won't be left unpunished this time, Kay. You went and made a name for yourself now in my family by making fun of one of my own. What? I haven't made fun of anyone. When have I ever said anything about Mom or Dad that would be getting you so pissed off now? I've already been mistreated by the three of you and then stabbed in the back when I found someone I loved. There is only one person in my whole life so far who has not treated me like garbage, who is my family, and that's my husband. He is everything to me now, and I don't need anyone else. To me, my family is just him and I. They all aren't family to me, and they never will be. That includes you. To me, you are nothing more than a complete stranger. You are about to get the full wrath of my pent-up anger now that you've gone and hurt my husband like that, you frickin' bitch. Jesus, why would you ever say that? I guess your character has only gotten worse all these years. Do you want to know why I never took you and my ex to court after you guys started having relations? Because I didn't want anything to do with you guys anymore. Also, it was because of you that I was able to find my husband, even if I don't want to accept that. So I thought to myself that as long as I was far away from you and had a life that I could enjoy, I would never have to go back and punish you for what you did to me. But now I can see that there's no point in holding back anymore. Screw being mature about things now. All I want to do is send you and that bastard husband of yours to hell. How dare you talk to me like that when I'm your younger sister? I'm the one who's actually living a decent life and not one filled with things like stupidity and ugliness. You're just jealous of me because you never had a way of giving a wedding, and that's what's led you here. You really think that a CEO and his wife wouldn't be able to hold a wedding after getting married? What? You were able to get my new phone number and everything from the family, but you never asked about where I'm currently living, huh? Right now, my husband and I live in a penthouse. It has windows wrapping around 3/4 of the penthouse, and we can see everything from the city center to the ocean from here. And the biggest seller for this place is the view of the sunset in the evening. That's the kind of life we're getting to live right now, so I wouldn't call us poor or stupid by any means. Huh? Are you completely out of your mind now? You can't be that delusional already, can you? I'll send you some pictures from inside here right now as proof, so please take a close look at all of them. You're lying, right? How can someone like you be able to live in a place like that? Had you never gone and stolen my fiancé from me back then, I would have never had a chance at this kind of lifestyle. I am thankful for that one and only thing, Kay. So thank you. I've been able to find the man of my dreams who I love more than anything else in this world, and have been given a life where I am very well off. Honestly, this is the happiest I've ever been. Your husband, who you just got married to, unfortunately doesn't make the kind of money my husband does. And so you'll never have a shot at a life like mine. What the hell? You are the lowlife. You shouldn't be able to or allowed to have a better life than mine. Natalie! So it really turned out that you have a lot of money, right? That means you can pay for my whole wedding now. It's all because of you that I ended up having a terrible wedding, so you should be fine paying up, right? You already get to live in such a magnificent penthouse out there, so this won't be a problem for you, right? Have you ever looked up the definition of a settlement before? I've already told you I'm not handing any money over to you. Come on. How much longer are you going to do this with me? You are too old now to not be learning your lesson here, so just take responsibility for what you've done and pay up. I'm not sure what all I need to be learning my lesson for and what responsibility I have with you. But I guess I'll hear you out this time since you don't seem to be giving up. Well. So you do know how to behave like an adult. I understand that as an adult, we all have to be responsible for the things we've done and must learn from them so that we never misbehave again. That's why I'm going to make sure you pay up just as much as I'll have to. What? What do you mean by that? Hey, wait a minute, Natalie. What have you done? I just got an envelope in the mail that says I'm being asked to pay a settlement, and it's been sent to me from a legal firm. You happened to be the smart one between the both of us, so you shouldn't need me to explain anything to you as long as you read everything on those documents. That's not what I'm talking about. Why now of all times are you choosing to get this money from me? It doesn't matter what time I chose to ask for a settlement from you. And like I was saying before, I originally wasn't even going to. But then you came back and asked me to come to your wedding, and then got upset with me for not showing up, of course. That all triggered my anger for you again, and so I decided I had no other choice but to do this since you had still not learned a thing. Did you really think you could make it through your whole life without having to take responsibility for having a secret relationship with my fiancé and then stealing him? Are you that much of a dunce? Huh? Don't you dare start calling me the idiot here. You're the one who's pretty much mentally disabled. No point in starting to yell at me again. This is what you get for thinking you were so special and that no one would dare punish you for doing the unthinkable. I'm sure this is all just a fake anyway. What? There's no way someone could actually ask for this kind of money in a settlement, right? This is all a fake, and you're just trying to scam me. Too bad I'm smarter than that. If I were on the same level as you, sure, I would have probably fallen for this, but I'm not. So I'm not being fooled. Is that right? Well, go ahead and keep believing that then. I'd much rather you wait and see what happens when you leave a legal settlement unpaid. Natalie! Why did you send all these papers to my office now as well? And why to my husband's place of work as well? Because of that, some of my coworkers and my boss have found out. It didn't look as though you were going to pay me after I had my lawyer send the papers to your house. So I asked my lawyer to start sending them to your work, as well as to your husband's work. Because of you, my husband is being transferred out of the head office, though. And as for myself, everyone is laughing at me now about how I had to steal my own sister's fiancé in order to get married. And others are talking trash about me in their cubicles. This is the worst outcome. You are practically harassing me now. And all of these things have been done to me before, by you. What? Ah, but you weren't as secretive about all of it, were you? Always coming to me at home and making fun of the grades I had in school, calling me stupid for them. And other times telling me you guys didn't need a brainless freak around and hitting me upside the head for it. And at school, you would walk up to my friends and I, telling them how ugly I was and saying I only made things worse by wearing skirts and things like that. Every time you would do any of those things to me, you would laugh about it with the loudest laugh possible while pointing your finger. Then, when things started to get boring for you, you took things to the next level and would ruin my clothes that I had for school. And even take my stationery things and flush them down the school toilets. And that was... That was all because of you being such a stupid loser. I may not have done as well on things like tests and exams, but when it came to my actual GPA, I was better than you. Sorry that I ended up having something called test anxiety, which led to me failing things like my SAT, but I was still able to get into a good college after. It happened to be the same exact college that your husband went to. So if you're going to call me stupid because of it, then he must be just as stupid. All you really had was a decent history in high school, yet you seem to think that's all that mattered. I can't believe someone who graduated from that medical school is being forced to transfer out of his office now. No way. What are we supposed to do here? I won't be able to pay you that settlement I've been asked for. And my salary is going to go down now after what my boss found out, so I won't even be able to live the life I've had. Why, Natalie? Why are you being such a bitch to your little sister? Hey, would you stop acting like such a victim all the time? And like I said before, I cut ties to you long ago, but just kept forgetting to block your number. What? I've never thought of you as my little sister for as long as I can remember. Maybe you shouldn't have been acting so ignorant by thinking I'd still want to be your sister after what you did. I thought that since you and I hadn't talked in years, you would have understood that I don't want you in my life anymore. I even told Mom and Dad that I don't want anything to do with you guys anymore. What? So you're really cutting ties to everyone? Why? Why? Because I can't stand to think about you guys being a part of my life anymore, and I'm at my limits with everyone. I told them both I won't be going to their funerals and that I don't want anything from them after they die. Although everything was probably going to you anyway. Neither Mom nor Dad have ever thought of me as their daughter, so what's the difference between what I'm doing now and what was going on before? This is why I had said my family is only my husband and that I don't have any little sister. You already showed me that you didn't want to be my little sister anymore when you stole my fiancé from me. But after what you tried this time, I'm going to make you and that cheating bastard pay, literally and metaphorically. No way this is happening. I don't want to fall even lower than my mentally challenged sister. I am not going to pay you anything. Natalie, why are you ignoring me now? You haven't been answering any of my phone calls now. I have been calling you again and again and again, trying to get you to answer, yet you're still not going to pick up? I'm going to keep trying.
Please excuse me. This is Natalie's husband. Natalie has told me she will no longer talk with you anymore, so I'm having to converse with your kind now. So here I go with what I have to say to you. You have been very rude thus far with all the phone calls you've made.
Oh, you're her husband. And get my sister to listen to me already. Right now, she's trying to get me to pay her money for no good reason at all. You, though, you're just as stupid and useless as she is, aren't you? Since you were willing to marry that ugly heap of garbage. But I know you're making far more money than her right now, right? Well, right now, your wife is becoming far too greedy, all because you probably won't let her use any of your money, and now she's targeting me. Go and put a leash on your bitch right now.
And why do I have to listen to you say things like that about me, when I don't even know you that well? Also, the only dog I know of who currently needs to be put on a leash is you.
Huh? Who the hell do you think you are?
Likewise. I can't believe that I'm thankful for a creature like you. Because of what you've done, I was able to go out with Natalie and then marry her. But I've lost that appreciation for you, quite literally this time, and will not allow you to act out of line anymore. You've already gone and tortured my wife enough. And even though you're being punished for it all now, you're still not able to learn a dang thing.
You are seriously making me piss my pants laughing right now. I never thought that the loser my sister chose to marry would be this sad. Stop thinking that you can be a victim now. And I'm not the one who needs to learn anything from this.
You have no right saying that after you went and stole my wife's fiancé and then invited her years later to the wedding of you both.
The only reason my sister had her fiancé stolen from her is because she is the least sexiest woman on the planet. That's what happens when you're born with the qualities of a monkey. The fact that you can't even see and understand that really makes me accept why you were able to marry such an idiot like her.
I can see now why Natalie has had so much trouble with you. You can't listen to anything that's said to you, instead just changing things so that they make you look more and more good. How is she even able to talk with you in the first place?
Huh? You? Are you making fun of me now? You're the idiot.
My name is Martin Conroy.
And who the hell frickin' cares? You are worth so little to this world that you shouldn't even have a name.
I would have thought you would at least know what the name of your employer is.
What?
Currently, you are working for Conroy Group, right? And yet you have no idea who your CEO is. Going to have an emergency meeting with the board to discuss new forms of training for everyone I've employed.
What? Wait a sec. What are you talking about? You're not some CEO.
I'm pretty sure my wife has already told you about how I'm currently a CEO, correct? And just a second ago, you were going off on your employer, your CEO. You know what has to happen to you now, don't you?
What? Don't even try threatening me now. Show me the evidence right now that you're actually my CEO.
If you'd like some evidence, allow me to tell you your current sales for this quarter. That is something no one else in the company besides myself, the board, and you are able to know right now. I'll make sure to delete the message after I show you your numbers. But once you've seen them, you should trust my words, right?
What? No, there's no way. You're actually my CEO?
Honestly, it doesn't matter to me whether you believe my word or not, because you'll come to realize the truth when you are no longer allowed into the office building anymore. You've really gone and done it now, Kay. You not only tortured my wife for years and years, but now you sit there trying to fight with me, your own CEO. From what I've seen today, you are not fit to be working for my company, as you are a major vulnerability to us. I'll make sure the head of HR is aware of this before I take action. He has to be aware that there is someone so immature within our company that they could lead to our downfall if not taken care of now.
Wait a second. What? Are you really my CEO? I'm so sorry. I never actually thought that you could be my CEO of all people. What the heck? My sister really needs to get herself together. Why didn't she tell me more about my brother-in-law sooner? So sorry for the misunderstanding. As a way of saying I'm sorry, would you allow me to take you out for dinner?
No. I no longer have time to waste talking with you. And I don't have the stomach to tolerate your filth anymore. Just because you didn't know who I was doesn't mean you can just say whatever you want about me. You are way too old now to even be thinking something like that, which has led me to think maybe you are hindered mentally in some way. My company does try to be all-inclusive when it comes to who we hire, but when it's someone who cannot be trusted with the job itself, we have to say no. You're fired.
No way! I already have to worry about a settlement, so there's no way you can actually fire me.
You think that being fired is all that's in store for you?
What?
You're not just being fired, but also you'll be taken to court for trying to defame my company and I. The same thing stands with Natalie, as she is my wife. Consider this the end of your life on this earth. I hope you enjoy paying for all your sins.
No, there's no way. I can't. If I have to pay even more money in settlements, I really will not be able to go on living. Help me, please. You're my older brother, right?
Maybe you have a developmental disorder. I'd say once all of this has been settled, go and have a doctor look at you. I'm sure once they are able to diagnose your problem, it will be a lot more easy for you to excuse all that BS you keep spewing. Now you get the hell out of my life, get the hell out of my wife's life, and go burn in hell or something. She has had enough of your crap finally, and I'm in that same boat too.
No, no! Oh, please forgive me this time. Please, Martin. Listen to this, Martin. I was finally able to get my settlement from her today.
Is that right? Congratulations, Natalie.
I'm sure glad all of that is pretty much over with now, but man, was this a long battle for me. And I'm really sorry that you ended up having to get involved in everything. This was something I should have dealt with alone.
You never got me involved in anything, since it was both of our problem to begin with. So I took responsibility for part of it, and made sure that monster paid for the things she did to you. Also, Natalie, I understand never wanting to get other people involved in your matters, especially when you love them. But I am your husband, which means you need to come to me with all your problems, and ask me for help if you need it. That's what I want from you, and that's what I expect.
I guess you're right. All right, thank you, Martin.
You are welcome. Now, since all of this has happened now, we don't really have to worry about your family anymore. So what do you say we finally have that wedding?
What?
Ever since you left them all, we haven't done anything at all outside of our secret life together. And since you've cut ties to everyone in your family, who cares if they learn I'm a CEO? Kay already found out, so...
Well, no, I want to have that wedding, actually. It's just, I really don't know how to express that I have no family after I left mine.
Well then let's make a family of our own at the wedding. You don't need to have a mom or a dad or siblings there to have a good wedding, as long as the partner you love is with you.
That's right.
I know. So let's take our time and find the perfect place for this wedding.
After everyone around Kay and her husband started to find out that they got married the way they did, after cheating on me and then leaving me behind, they made a break for it to try and get away. Of course, her husband couldn't escape getting transferred, and Kay couldn't dodge the fact that she'd get fired. They had to move across the US in the transfer and are now both living in a really crappy apartment in LA, because they can't really afford any of the housing where the office is located. With Kay being jobless and her husband not making as much anymore, they get into fights on the daily about money and their life choices, to the point they've started to have affairs of their own now. All of this was told to me as secondhand information from one of my old friends who also happens to be a friend of my sister, so who knows if it's all correct or not. But the last thing I was told about their lives over in LA is that they both found out one another had started to cheat, but couldn't get a divorce because without each other, they could not support themselves. Kay needed her husband's money in order to be fed, and her husband needed her in order to have someone home cooking. And they both knew they couldn't rely on their secret partners after a divorce because they were also married, so the choice was made to continue having the affairs and just living with it. But that would all change when one day Kay found out she was pregnant and ended up in the hospital due to her husband trying to kill her. She was in the ICU the last time she was able to text her friend anything, and her friend is not too sure what happened to her after that because she's been quiet ever since. As for myself and Martin, we went and finally gave our wedding to all our closest friends and my husband's family, and from there went and started trying for a baby. It had taken us a few months of trying, and while we were at it, I chose to leave my job in order to focus solely on being home and relaxing after the mess I had been through. And what do you know? It really did help to completely remove most of that stress from my life. As only a few weeks after leaving, I was tested positive. At this point in time, I'm on my 3rd month of being pregnant, but I do have my worries now about becoming a mother. I don't want to end up becoming the same woman my mom was to me, but I'm not sure how to avoid all of that. And there are also the worries about what could happen if I have more kids and they'll treat one another like Kay treated me. But I know deep down that as long as I have my husband with me, myself and the kids we may have will be in good hands. That's what I believe, and so far Martin has given me every reason to believe so.
Hi, Miss Watson. I just wanted to message you to say thank you very much for this truly auspicious event. I look forward to having your continued support in this.
Hello there, Dan. I know that you're the director, but there's no need for such formal greetings anymore. But I wanted to thank you as well, especially for your support. It's okay for you to call me Charlotte. Don't worry about my last name anymore. I hope that it's okay to address you by your first name. Is that all right?
Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much. I was just wanting to be more polite, that's all. But I'm afraid it might be weird to be so casual in front of other people.
Oh, please, we're about to become relatives soon, are we not? I would love for us to all get along and build a great relationship.
Ah, well, thank you for your kind words. I suppose I will just call you Charlotte from now on. It's nice being more on a first-name basis. It's so strange, but it makes me happy that we can be like this. So we're having dinner this weekend, and I've made a reservation at a restaurant that I'd like to go to with my family. Does 7 o'clock work for you?
Oh, going out for dinner? Is this where I'll be meeting all of the family for the first time? Yes, 7 works fine for me.
Okay, that's great. I'll make sure to tell Ryan about it as well, so that he'll be there on time. Hopefully, he should be flexible with that time. Okay, he just got back to me, and I confirmed everything with him. He said there's no problem with 7 o'clock for dinner.
Okay, great. So it's all sorted then. I guess that I'll see all of you at 7 o'clock for dinner. I'm looking forward to meeting everyone and getting to know them. Oh, but I do have one request, if that's okay to ask. I'm just wondering about something. I don't know, maybe I'm just a little anxious about this meeting. I know it's important.
Yes, of course, Charlotte. You can tell me anything, and I'll try my best to listen and see what I can do to help. But you do know that you can come to me for anything, okay?
Well, that's very kind of you, Dan. Does your wife know about the position that I'm in? Have you mentioned anything to her about me?
Oh, my wife? No. I've not gone into much detail about you with her. We haven't had many chances to talk lately. She's been acting a bit rude, and it doesn't make me want to have many conversations with her at all. I think that it's best for others to get to know you themselves instead of hearing things from people other than the person they're mentioning.
I see what you mean. I completely agree with that, Dan. Thank you for not saying anything. But I would like you to not tell your wife anything about me, okay? If they know about the information that you give her in advance, I'll have to be more careful with what I say, or she'll start judging me really quickly. I just want to build a good relationship with the mother of the groom. She'll soon be my mother-in-law, and I don't want to get on her bad side. When I talk to her, I plan to talk about the company, and then I'm more in control of what's being said. Is this all okay with you? I didn't mean to spring this on you too much.
No, of course. You're fine. I'll let you do the talking for yourself, and I'll make sure that everyone is on their best behavior for the dinner. I'm sorry for putting too much attention on you. I just wanted everyone to have a good time whilst they are getting to know you.
I get what you mean, but I just wanted to keep more of a low profile, so please don't worry too much about this. Just please don't tell your wife anything. That would be great. But I'm looking forward to meeting her and having a nice dinner as a family. It'll be really fun. I hope that we can have a good time together while eating some really nice food.
Me too. I hope we'll have a lot of fun getting to know one another and talk about our lives and our careers. I'll tell my daughter not to worry.
I feel less worried about it now than before I told you, so thank you. We're going to become a family after all, so it's best to keep the communication open. I'll see you at the dinner. Good evening. It's very nice to talk with you today. I'm Gwyneth. I'm Whitney's mom. I just got your number now and wanted to message you in advance. Oh, you're Whitney's mom? Oh, it's very nice to talk with you too. I'm Ryan's mom, Charlotte, and I'm looking forward to meeting you and joining our families together. So I was asking Whitney a bit about your family. I just felt it was better to talk to you about this in advance rather than at the dinner table. I actually got your contact information through your son, Ryan, and it's paramount that we talk about this right now. Oh, okay. What is it that you wanted to talk about, Gwyneth? Are you sure it can't wait until the dinner? Must this be discussed over the phone like this? So I had no idea that Ryan was raised in a single-parent household, that he was raised by only you. Were you trying to hide that little piece of information about you? Huh? What do you mean? Why are you even talking about this? How is this something that you needed to know? Well, your son has never mentioned anything up until now about his upbringing. I just got the impression that he's ashamed. He was obviously hiding it. But to be honest, I was actually shocked to find out he came from a single-mother household. I never would have guessed that about him at all. Sorry, I just don't understand why you brought this up, Gwyneth. Why are we having this conversation? It's not very good to talk about this through messaging. I guess it's kind of hard to believe that Ryan would hide the fact that he was only brought up by me, but I didn't think that many people cared about that. Whitney knew about this information, and she's also met just me, so she knows everything about the family situation. So are you telling me that Whitney knows everything that she needs to know about your family? Is that what you're trying to say? I know that she knew about this. I don't see how my son has done anything bad by not telling you every single thing about him yet. Look, I'm sorry, I might not be understanding or something, but what is your point in this conversation exactly, Gwyneth? If I actually knew that your son was from a single-parent household, I would have told him that he couldn't marry my daughter. I would have never permitted it. I'm sorry, but what did you just say to me? Are you telling me that Ryan wouldn't have been allowed to marry Whitney because he was raised by only one parent? I know that Ryan works for a really well-established company, and I've heard that he's gotten a good education as well. So I just thought that his parents are good people that put a lot of effort into getting a good education and being successful in life. Oh, is that what he told you? My son is definitely one to brag about his success, which is fine. He's done well in life. Yes, but I never expected that he was brought up by a single mother. It just doesn't make that much sense to me. Single mothers just sit at the bottom of society, you know. Excuse me? What did you just say to me? You think because I have no husband, I've got no choice but to sit at the bottom of society? Look, all I want to happen today is for you to cut ties with your son, Ryan. We can't have a single mother associated with our family. If you do this, we'll allow him to marry Whitney. Then everyone's problems will be solved. Your son will be happier without his single mother. I really don't understand where you're coming from at all, Gwyneth. This is insane. You really think that single parents sit at the bottom of society? Isn't that what I've been trying to tell you throughout this entire conversation? I can't believe that he came from a poor single-parent family. I can't believe that he kept a secret like this until the moment we all decided to meet up with one another and for him to marry my daughter. I feel like I can't trust anyone anymore. It's ridiculous. I shouldn't have been kept in the dark about this. It's very important that we understand everything about you. You can't just assume that a single-parent household is sitting at the bottom of society. It makes it sound like we've been in poverty his entire life. I don't understand why Ryan would hide this kind of detail about his family, but it's just a misunderstanding, okay? Hey, I never misunderstood anything, all right? Unfortunately, everything has been set up for tomorrow, but it should be okay if you cancel your reservation, right? Aside from that, I don't really have anything else to talk about with a woman who sits at the bottom of society with the rest of the single mothers. Please, take it easy, Gwyneth. You really know nothing about me, so you need to stop assuming things this instant. I was looking forward to tomorrow. It's an important opportunity to get to know each other as a family. It would be terrible if I was made to cancel all because of a misunderstanding, right? Charlotte, I don't get what you're talking about because there are no misunderstandings here. You're a single mother, are you not?
I've got no desire to be associated with a poor woman like you. It's just not a good look. If you don't cut ties with Ryan, then I've got no choice but to reconsider this marriage. I'm planning to tell Whitney what's going to happen if you don't do this. We don't want you involved with this family.
No, there's definitely a misunderstanding because you understand who I am as a person. To be honest with you, I am not poor. Look, how about we just talk about each other's background tomorrow at the dinner? Like I said before, it's a great chance to get to know each other. I do apologize that it's come to this, but you really need to stop making these assumptions about me, okay? Wouldn't it be better to meet and talk this out first than do this over messaging? We'll be digging holes deeper and deeper if we keep messaging like this.
Well, by the looks of it, I guess you're not going to cancel your reservation at our table tomorrow. You're going to end up regretting this decision. Tomorrow, you'll be in an upper-class restaurant, so you, a poor woman, will be so happy, won't you? I bet you've got nothing nice to wear either.
I don't think I'll be acting the way you assume I will, but thanks for the advice you're giving. I'll also be a little more careful with what I choose to wear.
Well, the better thing to do would be to not come to the dinner tomorrow, okay? I've given you a lot of advice, so you need to take it seriously.
And again, I thank you for that, but this is all for my son, and I'll put him first in this. I've got no plans to cancel. I'll see you tomorrow at the dinner, Gwyneth.
Okay, you've made your point in this. You should have taken my advice. You need to go home early. Don't even think about showing your face in front of my family again.
Wow, I am stunned by your reaction, Gwyneth. I thought that you were a grown woman who knew how to treat people better. I never expected that Whitney's mother would be so arrogant. How could you be like that in front of so many people? It's crazy.
Are you serious with that line, Charlotte? A poor woman's words like that don't even hurt me. At least I'm not a single mother like you.
Hey, I had to hold myself back since we were all greeting each other for the first time before my son gets married to your daughter. I've hit the limit of my patience, so of course I'm going home. Please give my regards to your husband, Dan.
My husband will be coming to the restaurant sometime soon, but I'll have dinner with my family and we will then leave. I bet that you really wanted to eat at a really high-class restaurant. You know, I really wish you could have eaten that food that was specially prepared for you.
When it comes to cooking, do you even call them dishes? What makes you think that I don't know anything about food?
Well, I know that being in a restaurant like this is such a treat for you. Since you're a poor person, you should eat as much as you can.
I really didn't expect my son's own mother-in-law would look down on his mother so much. To be honest, I am shocked that a mother has this sort of attitude. Would you please hold back on making me cut ties with my son? It's a horrible idea. What if I were to make a complaint about you?
Yeah, sure you will. If you were to come back inside now, I'll feed you some food, okay? But I did say yesterday you'll regret it if you do anything.
Wow. You look down on me and then you're overjoyed at the fact that I walked out of the restaurant? You're the one who's going to regret the joy you have. I hate to break it to you, but you'll see what hell feels like soon enough, Gwyneth. You'll be the one regretting all the actions you took. Karma works in mysterious ways, you know?
What the heck? What the hell are you even talking about? Do you really think over-exaggerating is going to do anything to me? If you wanted to eat with me that much, you should have come back here and sat at the table. Let the two families meet and we can enjoy dinner at a 5-star restaurant. If only you weren't a poor single parent and thinks that one dish is a whole meal.
All right, that's it. I've had enough of this. I feel uncomfortable being in this conversation, so if you'll excuse me, I'll leave. It seems like my son will be going home with you today, so I'll leave you all to it. I'll just try and take my mind off of this. This is too much for me right now. I don't need this.
Gwyneth, you need to listen to what I'm about to say to you. What did you say to that person?
Huh? What on earth are you talking about? I don't know who you're talking about. You need to give me a bit more of an explanation.
I was late for a meeting because I ran into Ryan and he talked to me. Did his mother already leave to go home? I heard that you only had her there so that you could target her with your terrible attitude. Don't you think you're mistaken? Are you kidding me with this crap, Gwyneth?
Oh, you met up with Ryan? Oh, that's nice, dear. That's right. I guess I did kind of target her. You know full right that a woman at the bottom of society is not suitable for being in this family. So I told her nice and politely to not show up to the dinner and to just go home. What's so wrong with that? We don't need her kind around here.
Are you kidding me, Gwyneth? Would you cut the crap? Why do you always have to start drama? This is why I never tell you anything.
Excuse me, you can't just talk to me like this, Dan. What on earth are you talking about anyways? Why don't you tell me things?
Because you always read things the wrong way. Don't you understand what you did? That person you pushed away is the president of my company.
Huh? What person? Who is the president of the company? Oh, what are you talking about, Dan? Dan, you're not making a lick of sense to me.
Ryan's mother, Charlotte, the one you've been treating so horribly, is the president of the company that I work for, President Watson. Can't you imagine all the blood rushing to my cheeks? I'm so embarrassed. Do you understand what you've done? She's my boss.
Whoa. Just rewind a little bit, okay? What are you saying? I've got no idea what's going on. I'm so confused, Dan. Are you saying that Charlotte is your boss? Not that miserable, poor, single mother. Oh, surely not. You must be mistaken.
You're seriously the scum of all humanity, Gwyneth. Why did you treat her this way just because she raised her son as a single mother? Her husband was actually the previous president of the company. Unfortunately, he passed away in a car accident over 10 years ago.
Oh, God. Are you being serious? Look, I had no idea that any of that happened to her and that her husband was the last president of your company.
I was the one that asked her son to marry our daughter in the first place. I feel like that's a pretty coherent conversation, Gwyneth. I was so happy that our children decided to get married to each other. Originally, I was the one asking Charlotte to set up as a couple.
What the heck are you saying? Why didn't you tell me such an important matter? You should have kept me in the loop so none of this would have happened. I had no idea of this at all. I had no idea that Charlotte was the president of the company. It was hard to imagine her as a president. What's so bad about me acting like I did?
President Watson didn't want people to pay too much attention to her high-level position. I didn't say anything because I wanted you to get to know each other. Not as career people, but as family. The way we should have done it, I really thought that you had more manners than what you showed, but I was wrong. I really never expected anything like this to happen. This is all your fault, you stupid woman. How could you treat her like that?
Okay, just hold on a minute. Whitney just left. Where the heck is she going? Oh, for goodness sake, if things continue like this, I'll be all alone in this restaurant. It's going to be so awkward sitting at this huge table. This was not supposed to happen. This is that woman's fault. She should have just been truthful about herself. Can you please hurry up and get here, Dan? Let's just discuss things and think about all of this together.
No way. I am coming over there just so you won't be alone at a table. It's completely impossible to reason with you, Gwyneth.
What did you just say to me? What's so impossible about talking to me? All you had to do was tell me the truth.
I never told you anything because you're always so quick to judge people before you get to know them. I can't even look at your face right now. You need to leave the restaurant right now. Even if I go and apologize to President Watson, it doesn't change what you said and did to her. For now, the reservation will only be for Ryan and Whitney. It wouldn't be good if you were still hanging around and ruining the mood. So get out! You've caused enough trouble for one day and for a lifetime, to be honest. How dare you treat a widow so badly? She never asked for this single mother life. How dare you be so rude?
Wait, Dan. Oh, don't you think you're being too harsh right now? Wait, sweetheart, please. Where are you right now? Please talk to me. Hello, Charlotte. Are you there? I really do apologize for messaging so late at night. Do you have time to talk by any chance right now?
What do you want to say to me this time, Gwyneth? What could you possibly say so that it seems like you're looking down on me? I've got absolutely nothing at all to say to you anymore. I'm done listening to all the nonsense you say. You've said and done enough. Are you just trying to dish out more crap to make me feel bad?
Oh, please don't say that. It's imperative that I talk to you right now. I've come here to apologize, but also to say that isn't it terrible that we couldn't participate in the dinner tonight? I had no idea that you were the president of a company. I really did act a little rude tonight, and I shouldn't have. It was not good. If I had known that you were the president of my husband's company, I wouldn't have behaved the way that I did.
Well, what you said to me told me all there is to know about you, Gwyneth. I know enough now about you and what judgments I need to make.
Huh? What is that supposed to mean? Charlotte, I just admitted that if I'd known more about you, I wouldn't have acted like that.
You know, Dan, my managing director, had something to say about your attitude. I can't trust people who turn their backs on me. He was right in not saying anything to you. The words you said and the way you behaved to me yesterday and today was enough for me to see. I've got no desire to become relatives with you.
Okay, I understand why you would say that to me, but you calling off our children's marriage just because you don't like me is a bit far, isn't it?
There's no way that I could possibly cancel their marriage when they go quite well together. I'm not that much of a self-centered person.
Huh? Oh, what you're saying makes no sense then. We'll probably be relatives if this marriage still goes on, right? I'm Whitney's mom and you're Ryan's mom. Well, I guess it was a good idea to have had you join us at the restaurant. I just wish I knew more about you, but I don't know why you got me kicked out, though.
I guess you've misunderstood the situation once again, Gwyneth. I wasn't the one who kicked you out. You were kicked out by your husband, Dan. It seems like Whitney and Dan have grown really fond of me and didn't want me to be interrogated and berated by you.
Huh? What do you mean that they've grown fond of you? What have you done for my husband and daughter to make them like you so much?
You know why they like me, even if I don't have to tell you all the details. Your husband must have told you this himself, right?
I don't get what you're talking about, Charlotte. I was told that he would get a divorce from me and that I would have to leave the house. I'm just feeling so emotional right now. I just can't think straight. There's no way that he's being serious, right? Oh, this can't be happening to me.
Well, that's not something that I know about, Gwyneth. That's your own business that you have to deal with because of what you did. Your actions angered our managing director, who is normally really calm when issues arise. I guess this won't ever end for him unless he does something about it. Well, it sounds like now you'll have nothing to do with Whitney anymore, so there's not much reason to refuse their marriage, right?
What do you mean by that? Are you telling me that Whitney and you will no longer be a part of my family anymore? How can you possibly do this? Don't you think you're taking this a little bit too far, Charlotte? You do realize that she's my daughter, right? You can't make her leave me.
I'm not making her or your husband do anything they don't want to do. Your actions have embarrassed her and Dan, and they just don't want you around anymore. We're going to let your family decide what they're going to do about this mess of a situation. To be honest, it doesn't matter to me if you get divorced. Or that they're cutting ties with you. Even if those things don't happen, I'm sure they'll still decide to not hang around a family member like you anymore.
What? How dare you say something like that to me? My own family can't do this to me. I've come here to apologize, and this is what I get in return?
I want Ryan to be happy, and he's very happy with Whitney. She's a good girl, and she doesn't have any of your horrible traits. That's why I'm agreeing to them getting married. I want what is best for them. You obviously care more about status than anything else. With or without knowing my circumstances, you still made assumptions about me and decided to make me go away just because I'm a single mother. I lost my husband. I wasn't a single mother by choice. I can't forgive you for treating me like a poor person when I'm not. You shouldn't be treating anyone like that at all. Don't you think it's natural for me to have this sort of response? That I don't want you involved with this family after what you said?
Please don't do this to me. Please just ignore what I said and did earlier on. I've been reflecting on what I did, and I was definitely going a bit insane. I just automatically thought that single mothers are generally poor because their husbands leave them with nothing. I didn't know you lost yours. But now I understand what's going on here. Look, Charlotte, I'm really sorry for what I did, and I'll never do it again. Could you please mediate between me and my husband? He's not listening to me, and he won't return any of my calls. Since you're his boss, I'm sure he'll listen to you, and he'll do what you say. Wait, what? Why are you getting me involved for? Why should I have to do it? Your marriage and the relationship you have with your daughter is none of my business. I'm not some witch who can magically fix your problems. My husband is really angry with me because I made you angry when I didn't mean to. I had no idea of your situation. This will all be resolved if you just tell Dan that you don't care and that we can all start over and just try and build a family together. Don't destroy my marriage. Gwyneth, you've brought this on yourself. You're destroying your own marriage, not me. Stop blaming me for everything that goes wrong in your life. I've got no idea where you're coming from with this at all, but I've had enough of it. You've completely betrayed your husband's trust in not making judgments. We're all simply rejoicing in the fact that the children are going to marry each other. I've arranged another meeting with us excluding you. I feel so sorry for Dan that it had to come to this, but you just ruined everything and, well, you've got to pay for it now. Please, just do something to help me. What will happen if I get divorced? If that happens, I've got nowhere else to go. I'll be homeless. And that's not all. Whitney's also mad at me, right? Oh, please, just help me out. Don't mess up my family any more than it already is. I'm really over this entire conversation, so if you'll excuse me, I've got business to attend to. But aren't you glad this happened, Gwyneth? At least now you'll find out how a poor person feels, right? Please eat some rice before you get kicked out of your house. With that, I say goodbye to you, you horrible woman. Stop judging a book by its cover. Get to know people first. You know what? I don't think I ever want to step foot into another 5-star restaurant ever again because of you. You've put me off so much. In the end, Charlotte ignored Gwyneth for the rest of the night. Gwyneth tried to apologize to her over and over again, but it wasn't going to be enough. She tried to flatter Charlotte, but she was not paying her any attention. And of course, Whitney and Gwyneth's husband Dan also cut her out of their lives. Once they held another meeting without Gwyneth present, the meeting continued without her being there. They communicate way better without her around. It sounds like Whitney and Ryan had an amazing wedding celebration and are happily married now. Gwyneth was not invited even though she was the mother of the bride. She wasn't even allowed to come into the wedding venue at all. It's ironic how she couldn't attend, but it's the result of her own actions. There's no way that anyone would sympathize with Gwyneth on this. She brought it on herself. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Hey, I don't feel so good, so I can't prepare dinner tonight. I don't think I should go to the family gathering tomorrow either.
What? Are you serious? I don't want to hear anything about a fake sickness. If there's no dinner tonight, then I'm staying at a hotel. See you there tomorrow.
Wait, meet you there? Do I need to drive? I'm really sick.
Of course, I'm not gonna pick you up.
Why are you so mean?
Because you're just faking it. You just don't want to go and meet my family, right?
I seriously feel like I've got a fever. If I have some type of virus, I might spread it to your family.
You really don't want to go, huh?
Why don't you understand me?
Okay, I'll pick you up in the morning then.
Is there a reason why you want me to go there so bad?
I want you to do all the household chores at my parents' house.
What? I didn't get married to be the housekeeper for your parents' house. I'm actually an office worker. Did you forget that?
You should before I get pissed off. Anyway, be ready when I pick you up tomorrow.
Can you think about my health, though?
I don't want to hear any excuses, so be ready tomorrow, okay?
Okay then. Seems like you don't care about me. A few minutes later.
Hi, Liz. How is everything?
Rob, how are you? I'm doing okay.
I'm doing okay also. How's your husband?
Oh, about him. By the way, you're a divorce attorney, right?
Yes, I am. Did something happen?
Yup. I might ask you something, so if I do, can you take care of it?
Of course. You're my friend from college. If you need anything, reach out to me anytime, okay? You always don't reply on someone, so...
Thank you. I'm okay for now, but if I need help, I will let you know. I've been trying to deal with this myself, but I thought I'd rather talk to a pro about this.
Yeah, I understand. Do you want to meet up next week?
That would be great. I appreciate it. The next day. Sorry for sending you a text so early in the morning, but I really need your help. It's urgent.
What happened?
I'm at the hospital right now.
What? I'm gonna head there from now, okay? Can you tell me the name of the hospital?
Thanks, it's such and such hospital. About 10 minutes later.
Where the hell are you?
You punched me in the face, and I had to get taken to the hospital.
Please don't tell me that you're still there.
I am.
Ugh, stop being dramatic and come back here immediately.
Are you serious?
You're just making an excuse because you don't want my mom to treat you like crap, right?
Why don't you understand that I am sick and you also just punched me? You crossed the line.
Yeah, well, excuses. All you do is lie all the time. Listen, if you don't want to get punched in the face again, come back right now.
You are such an ass. Okay, you know what? I'm not going back, and you piss me off. You better be prepared for what's coming to you. A few hours later.
Liz, why are the police at my house?
Because I was tired of your bullshit. You'd better be prepared to lose everything.
What do you mean, everything?
Remember my friend from college, who's a lawyer?
Oh, that douche who thinks that he's cool because he has a strong sense of justice?
He's much better than a scumbag like you. Anyways, I talked to him about everything, and he's pissed. So he quickly prepared a lawsuit. You'd better be ready.
Oh my god, I'm about to get arrested?
What? You're not arrested yet?
I was told to check on the situation first. My mom is getting arrested too? Are you serious? My family is giving me the cold shoulder because of you!
Well, of course. She saw everything, but acted like she saw nothing. Good luck getting questioned by the police. I'm pretty sure that they will know a lot of details about you. I'm not going to forgive you just because you're someone close. I'm going to charge you with assault, so be prepared.
What? Are you serious? We're husband and wife!
Oh, and we're also getting a divorce. It was such a mistake getting married to you in the first place. Do you finally know your place now? You're done. I should have dumped and divorced an asshole like you a long time ago.
Excuse me? What the hell did I do?
Well, I also knew that you were cheating.
What? Cheating?
So I'm going to make you pay for the alimony, the medical bill, and the compensation. You will get arrested, and I think your company will know about this.
Wait, hold up. What the hell are you talking about?
I'm telling you about what will happen to you. What's so confusing about it?
All I did was educate you.
Well, your way of educating me is unforgivable. What you did to me was a crime.
What do you want from me?
Nothing. I just want you to go to hell. Do you now realize how serious this is?
Liz, please calm down. Aren't you exaggerating about being carried to the hospital? I didn't mean to do that.
Well, it's a little too late. I think you're going to lose your position in the company, right?
That's gonna be a problem. Also, I never cheated on you, so why do I need to pay the alimony?
I have all the evidence I need, so you should stop lying. Anyways, I'm still divorcing you.
Divorce? I'm not divorcing you! Are you having fun making me suffer?
Suffer? I'm the one suffering because you hurt me. Plus, I have a fever. Well, I said everything from my side, so if you don't have anything to say, then bye.
Wait, let's talk and work this out together.
What the is wrong with you?
Excuse me?
There is no way I want to work this out with an asshole like you. Anyways, if you have any problems, contact the lawyer, aka my friend, and not me, okay?
Wait, I still love you though!
I don't. You should regret everything you've done to me. Don't ever contact me again. Do you hear me? After the incident. After the last chat, Derek got arrested with his mom and got questioned by the police. It was found out that he assaulted me multiple times in the past. He tried to make a settlement, but my friend declined. His mom knew about the assault but decided to hide and lie about it, so she was charged with failure to report a crime, and when her husband found out, he ended up divorcing her, and all the relatives cut ties with both of them. Derek's company found out about everything he did, so he got demoted and transferred to a smaller company in the middle of nowhere, working his butt off to pay off the debt. This is his own fault, and I think he will have a terrible life. On the other hand, I thanked my friend and started a whole new life.